Recalls in Welford Chart Notes. Recalls lets you generate reminder letters and postcards to patients in your practice who are overdue for visits. Let's see how this is done. First, press Reports, Recalls. You will generally first want to press Scan to run a scan of your practice. You can generate recalls by date, which means that you will notify patients who have not had a visit within this number of months. You can also generate recalls by visit. This looks at when the patient was told to return at the time of the last visit. If the patient has not returned within that interval of time plus the number specified here, then a recall is generated. The first method lets you capture patients who were not told to return at the time of their last visit. You can also scan for recalls by a range of dates and suppress recalls if the patient has a pending appointment. You can also limit the recalls to just patients of certain providers. Once you press OK, the program scans your entire practice and comes up with a list of the patients who are due for recalls. Click List to see a list of the patients who are due for recalls. You can click Review to go through the list of names one by one and decide what to do with them. But a better way is to click Edit, which gives you access to all these functions in a single window. Here again we see the list of names of patients who are due for recalls. Click Display if you wish to go into the visitor and see the patient's previous visits to determine what was happening at the time of the last visit. Click Info if you wish to see more information about this patient. Click Ignore if you would not like to send this patient a recall at this time, but you might wish to do so in the future. Click Log if you would like to see when this patient has previously been sent recalls. Click Name to open the name editor where you can change the patient's activity. For example, if the patient has moved away or changed physicians, you can change the activity so that they no longer generate recalls. Click the Print button to print postcards or letters reminding the patients that they are due for visits, and here you can specify various options controlling the print job. Or click List to print the list of patients who are receiving recalls at this time. Click Scan to repeat the scan of the practice. Click Sort if you wish to rearrange the list alphabetically. Click the Log button to see the list of previously generated recalls. Then click List to see the list of patients who received a recall on the highlighted date. Or click the Patient button to look up a patient and see when that patient has previously received recalls. And that's how to use recalls in Welford Chart Notes. For more information, visit us at emirj.com.